Hello, grade fives. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to keep working on multiplication, but instead of kind of working on just our basic multiplication facts, like 6 times 6 or 8 times 4, what we're going to do is we're going to start getting into the world of 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication and also 3-digit by 1-digit. The key word today is we are going to use a method called distributing, or our distribute property. And we're going to use this, and I think it allows us to multiply 2-digit by 2-digit numbers fairly quickly. And even if you get really good at this, you can actually use this property to even multiply 2-digit by 2-digit in your head. So let's just give this a try. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our example here of 64 times 32. What I want you to do is write 64 and 32 in expanded form. I'm going to work downwards so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to write 64 as 60 plus 4. Okay, I'm going to put brackets around it just to remember that that whole thing is 64 times. And then you can see here, it's 30 plus 2. So you can see we've got 60 plus 4 times 30 plus 2, and I put the original 32, the 30 plus 2, in brackets as well. Now here's kind of the neat thing here. Now watch this. See this first number, the 60? It needs to multiply to each of the other number. So 60 needs to multiply to the 30, and 60 needs to multiply to the 2. Also, the other number in the first one, the 4, it needs to multiply to both of the other numbers. So it has to multiply to 30 in the other number and to the 2. So this is what I'm going to do, and I hope you can track this. So this first arrow here, 60 times 30, I'm going to put that first. So we have to do 60 times 30. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add, and then you can see the second number, the 60 times 2. So I'm going to put 60 times 2. Now I'm going to move to the blue ones because we've taken care of both of the multiplications for the 60. So now let's do the 4. So I've got 4 times 30. So I'm going to add this to 4 times 30. Now I've got one more, 4 times 2. So I did all the possible multiplication that I could do in this, and I just add them all up. Now the cool thing about this is this multiplication is fairly simple. 60 times 30, just remember, annex the zeros. 6 times 3 is 18. And we annex 2 zeros, so we put 2 zeros on. So the first number is 1800. Next one, 60 times 2. Remember, we annex the 0. 6 times 2 is 12. Put that 0 back on. Now we're getting to the blue ones. 4 times 30. Well, 4 times 3 is 12. Don't forget that 1 0 we left out. Now the last one here is 4. The last one here is 4 times 2, which is 8. Now you can see all I need to do is just add these up. So if you need somewhere, feel free. You can stack it. So we've got 1,800, we've got 120, we've got another 120, and we've got 8. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 8 gives us 8. 0 plus 2 plus 2 gives me 4. 8 plus 1 gives me 10, so I'll put a 0 and regroup, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So the answer to this question is 2048. Next page, a 3-digit by 1-digit. Same process. First step here is expand out the 158. So we're going to write 158 as 100. We're going to write it as 50, and we're going to write it as 8. And we're going to multiply this by 7. Now you can see we've got three things that need to multiply. This 100 needs to multiply to the 7. The 50 needs to multiply to the 7. And the 8 needs to multiply to the 7. Don't forget, I'm going to just work with equal signs to the side. So let's actually work this out. So first one here is we need to multiply 100 times 7. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to multiply the 50 times 7. Third thing, 8 times 7. So let's actually now do it. So 100 times 7, 700. 50 times 7, well 5 times 7 is 35. Don't forget that 0 that I annexed. 8 times 7 is 56. If you need, please just go to the side and you can definitely stack this and add it. 0 plus 0 plus 6 gives me 6. 0 plus 5 plus 5 gives me 10, so I'll put a 0 and regroup the 1. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus another one is 11. So the answer we have is 1,106. So I hope this gets you going on your distributing as a way of multiplying 2-digit by 2-digit and 3-digit by 1-digit. Have a good one.